think that's the one problem with the NBA and why there's so many. I think they need to shorten the season, and we've agreed with this off camera as well. I think 82 games is just too many. I mean, maybe lower it to like 65, subtract.
Or do something where they lock in before the All-Star break. I don't care what you have to do, but we're used to, because you see the type of basketball that happens in April. It's better content. It's a better product. For some, like, they need to find a way. I think they tried to do that
with the in-season
with the in-season tournament,
but it's too early. The placing of it was too early. If you put the in-season tournament before the All-Star break, that's a perfect spot to have the in-season tournament. And you got guys going 2 months before the playoffs even start.
And I think they also try to correct it by saying you can't win awards unless you play a minimum of this amount of games. Yeah. And it just, I think the players, in terms of where the power lies, I think what the players did this year, Jack, and I want to talk to you about this, and I didn't get the chance to talk to you about it. It was almost like, oh, you want us to play 65 games? That's cool. Well, if all these stars are getting hurt, are you really going to give it to that guy? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a bad look for the NBA, right? If all the big players sit out 15 to 16 games and they miss that cutoff, and then all of a sudden someone like, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, so give me a player that is borderline MVP. Then you think borderline. You wouldn't give it to him.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson. You'd have to give an MVP award because he played all the games. So like a Brunson or De'Aaron Fox. I love those players.
Or SGA.
Or SGA. I love those players. They're great, but they're not the most valuable player in the league. And so that's where I don't know how you get them to lock in before the All-Star break.
It's so weird because I just feel like constantly in the NBA there's a switch that you can turn on, but there's also a switch you can turn off. And I feel like a lot of these star players, they turn that switch back and forth. It's like turning on a light bulb off and on constantly. You're just like, oh, well, I can turn this light on whenever I want, but I can also turn it off whenever I want. And in the regular season, that's what they do. And then when it comes playoff time, they're like, oh, well, maybe I should turn on this light whenever I think, because why not? It's time.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my heart